and parts of other continents were covered by shallow seas, which were especially full of marine life. Many continents were stuck together, forming one big southern continent, Gondwana. Reefs formed in tropical seas. Asia was in bits and pieces and didn't come together until much later. Overall, the Silurian climate was warm and sunny, although places near the poles were cold. Land ho! Why were there so few plants in the Silurian? Why were plants so slow to take advantage of all that empty real estate? The reason is that dry land is a harsh environment for life forms used to soaking in a bath all day. It's no coincidence that life began in the oceans. Water keeps living things moist, protects them from too much ultraviolet radiation from the sun, and brings food and gases directly to their cellular doorstep. Plants probably got their start when some freshwater algae figured out how not to become toast every time the pond they lived in dried up. We don't know when this first happened. The oldest fossils of actual bits of plant are from the early Silurian, but scientists have found fossil plant spores that are much older. Actually, the very first colonizers of land might not have been plants at all, but lichens, which are a partnership between an alga and a fungus. To this day, lichens like to make their home on bare rocks, something there were plenty of in the Silurian. Lichens may have paved the way for plants by putting a first thin crust of living matter on the landscape. As soon as there were enough plants, fungi, and other goodies on land to provide some food, animals crawled out of the water to join the fun. The oldest animal fossils are of arthropods. Recipe number 1. How to make a land plant. Main ingredient: freshwater green algae. 1. Take some freshwater algae and cover it in a waterproof wrapper, called cuticle, so it won't dry out. 2. Make little holes in the cuticle to let air in and out. Remember, plants need to breathe. 3. Put a weatherproof coating on the plant's spores so they can travel through air instead of water. Spores are tiny packets of genetic material for making a new plant. They are smaller and simpler than seeds, which evolved later. 4. If you want your plant to get bigger, you'll have to put in little pipes so it can suck up water from the ground and bring it to the rest of the plant. The very first plants had no plumbing. Recipe number 2. How to make a land animal. Main ingredient: an aquatic arthropod, an animal with a jointed shell. 1. Strengthen the arthropod's shell and muscles so that the animal can walk around easily on land, where everything weighs much more than in the water. 2. Put a waxy coating on the shell to keep the bug from drying out. 3. Bugs need to breathe too. Make little holes in the shell to let air into tubes called trachea, which will take the air to the rest of the animal's body. Note: this is just one of several possible recipes for making a land animal. You'll need quite a different recipe if you want to make a worm or four-legged animal.